I now call the honourable member for Reid.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Home Affairs, Minister for Justice and Minister for Defence Material. Will the Minister inform the House of action being taken by the Australian Crime Commission to investigate the trafficking of illegal firearms? Why is this the best approach, Minister? And very importantly, what are the risks with other approaches?
I call the Honourable the Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. Can I thank the member for his question? This is a very important question. 5 weeks ago, I announced a national investigation into the illegal firearms market and its links to gang activity in Australia. And Mr Speaker, I commissioned the most powerful law enforcement agency in the country to do this work, the Australian Crime Commission, that have the powers of effectively a standing royal commission, the power to compel witnesses to appear and give evidence, and the power and the ability to trace firearms. Now, Mr Speaker, it was their work, tracing one gun, that led all around the world to those arrests and the dismantling of a criminal syndicate last week, working with the New South Wales Police, with Customs and Border Protection and the AFP. And what I've done is asked the Australian Crime Commission to do that same tracing analysis for the firearms that have been seized right across the country by police over the last 12 months. This will provide police with more intelligence, with the capacity to make more arrests, because by tracing more weapons you get more criminal intelligence. That gives you the potential to arrest more criminals and make more arrests. This investigation will provide the federal government, the state government, as well as territory governments with recommendations
The honourable member for Cook will remove himself from the chamber under the provisions of Standing Order 94A. I asked him to remain silent. He continued interjecting.
The Australian Crime Commission, Mr Speaker, will also do this work with other state and territory police forces, as well as Customs and Border Protection, as well as CrimTrack, AUSTRAC and the AFP, and they'll also harness information from the USA's online firearm tracing system. Now, I'm asked about alternative approaches. Well, after 5 weeks, the opposition have finally caught up and they're asking for their own inquiry. It begs the question, Mr Speaker, what their investigation would do. Would it have coercive powers? Well, no, it wouldn't. Would it have the powers of a standing royal commission? No, it wouldn't. Would it have the power to conduct tracing analysis of illegal firearms? No, it wouldn't. So it begs the question, Mr Speaker, why have a toothless tiger inquiry when you already have the most powerful law enforcement agency in the country on the job? I might remind you of this quote, Mr Speaker. The idea that you've got to have a customs officer searching everybody who comes into the country has never been realistic. What you do is you identify through all sorts of intelligence. Now, they're not my words. They're the words of John Winston Howard. And he was right then, and the opposition is wrong now.
Order. The honourable minister's time has expired.